Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. And the offense on the field for the first time today, and they were high-powered a week ago.
And they're beginning to believe that they've established a groove. They expect those type of performances each and every week. Running it, throwing it, they're precise.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Partner, I know the ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. Fighting his way through contact. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play. And understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Hello? Wait, hello? Yeah, you can hear me. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, jeez.
On third down, that's Beck, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
Oh, you can play
what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Throw left side complete. It's Barton. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 33.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Second and just one. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So now a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. Detroit. Detroit. No. Jack. Patriot. B19.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Can he give this time to the tailback? And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Here we go. Leopard.
On the give, this is their fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Patrick Mahomes hooking up with his guys early and often. 3 first-half touchdowns. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Chargers trail at home at halftime. The Broncos have come in and looked good as the road team. And will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Broncos have it midway through the first. They'll go with the run here, and he'll go in for the score. They strike first in the half. They take it at the 33-yard line. Broken coverage here on the pass play, and he ends up at the 14-yard line before he stopped on the play. Broncos have it later on the drive. He'll take it out to the left side. He caps off the 7-play drive with a score. That puts them on top by 14. Broncos have it late in the second. Defense is going to come away with the sack. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you back out west to Los Angeles as we rejoin Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Only able to make it to the 15 after the broken tackle. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with third and long. And this is the time of game where these drives really...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And with that sack, partner, he just became the all-time NFL sack king.
So now the Mount Rushmore of sack artists has been added to. This man now goes to the head of the class. Carve out a new spot for him.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
And that's caught inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
No life.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Battle pass doesn't do nothing.
Let's face it, you want to get back into the game. These are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available.
I rank
to
up
them
like
every time
2 more
he's dropped
times before I can
pass.
afford that
That's
new
a big
character.
miss. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an
would say
inline
that.
blocking type of a tight end.
Racist.
But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
He should get
And
Battle
after
for
the
5.
good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Battlefield.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it.
Maybe
Look,
people
this is the
play with
third
on
quarter, no
Firestorm.
time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball
This
game.
is
Maybe
Battle
change
Royale
up some
mode.
blocking.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Not really.
That's the
I've
story
been busy
you
with
felt
other
they had
games.
to
I'm
have
trying to
here in
beat
the
other
third
games I
quarter to
have.
get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points.
I beat the
but
story.
D got home, brought him down.
And I think I
Got
beat
home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically,
Beat the
you try
main
to throw
story of
quick
the dog
hitters, quick
guard.
slants, maybe even a quick fade.
And the other one.
Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And now running right through it. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Do it then. Why don't you play it? Why don't you play it?
Then he'll give it here to his running back. Finds a seam inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Then just save before you
And
do
this is an
it.
example of breaking down a defense because on a
In
lot of
case you
these
don't wanna
runs,
do that.
he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Empire.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
Anthem's getting a lot of hate.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here.
You didn't hear
That looked
about
like
it?
an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right
They,
from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get
Took him
outside
7
and
years
just
to
chuck
make
it
the
away.
game.
Dangerous pass, incomplete.
It actually didn't take him 7 years to make the game. It was 7 years of just thinking about what the game was going to be.
His throw caught at about the 5.
And then
he doesn't quite make it. They do
what was it?
stop him. But
Last
he
year,
gets it all the way
2018,
down to the 1.
they spent that whole year just
A good
making the game.
pickup there of 20 yards.
Another
1
nice
year.
pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the
And
ball in
then,
this situation, Brandon, but with this
2017,
lead, they're electing to throw the
you know,
football.
did you watch the
Swing,
gameplay trailer when
slants,
they first
quick
revealed the
outs,
game?
things that they consider safe.
Elsewhere,
The developers said they didn't know what
Now, you
type
saw
of
the
game they
score
were
at the
making
bottom
into
of your
that trailer.
screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Patrick Mahomes.
Game wasn't even created
3
yet.
touchdown passes thus far.
They interviewed
First
like
and goal
what
from the
20
one as they
developers,
look to
and
punch
they
it
said
in.
they're stressed out, they're crying in their closets and break rooms and stuff. It was stressful or something.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
And then they would bring their ideas to the
A great play
higher up people.
there with touchdown number
They'd be like,
8
no, we're
on
not
the
gonna do that, we're gonna do it
year.
this way.
And the Broncos will extend their
and
lead.
just kept throwing out their
And
ideas.
his kick is right through. When you talk about being won in the trenches, that touchdown
No,
right there.
they didn't know
a
what
lot
they were
of credit
making.
to the
They didn't know what the
offensive
game
linemen.
was or
When you
anything.
watch them
To that
surge
reveal
across the
trailer.
front, they really created
They just
great
like made it up.
space for the runner
The
to
higher
get
people
in.
made it up.
This will be
Yeah, what
taken
are you
to
about
the
to
back
say?
of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
I'll usually buy skins if it's like what was it? Crabulation, whatever it's
They'll
called.
come out throwing here to start the
Like
drive.
other things coming together with the game.
And he's got
Like
some
NFL
space
ones, I bought
here.
those.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long.
yeah.
The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here.
Did you
as
see
this
the
one
new guy they
continues to slip
revealed?
just
He
further and
completed all the
further out
challenges
of
in Season
hand.
8. That was pretty cool.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Drop
Why?
just inside the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's a
I'm
pretty
really
good drive
behind, dude.
starter
I haven't
right there,
completed
and I
any
don't
of the
know, partner,
challenges,
if you're
like,
even thinking about setting
like a
up
whole
the ball
week.
right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't,
No, I
because as
just
soon
haven't
as
been
you
playing.
take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here. I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man.
Where's
open.
Cody?
Let's go. Green.
Down. It's Strickland.
Hopefully not.
And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Yeah. I almost had a win earlier too, and I played one match. And I had full health, dude. And I get one shotted by a shotgun
As this game moves
in the
along.
head.
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry
When I
the
died,
ball
it said I
at
had
this rate.
110 on him.
This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the
he just killed me
2-yard
in my head.
line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and
He
goal.
didn't even have a
I
legendary
think it's
either.
okay there.
He
They
just
didn't
had a
get a whole
regular
lot on that
rare
play,
gun
but it's nice to
shotgun.
have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target.
Like we shot each other
big
at the same
spot.
time.
And he'll get in.
And just took it out.
Touchdown, Denver.
Yeah.
A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is now 24. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns.
Well, I just want you
the
to win.
bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He
Dude,
wants to
Epic Games,
continue
dude,
to do so.
they came so far.
This will be
The only
taken
game they
to
used
the
to
back
make
of the end
was
zone. And
the
from back
90s,
there,
and then
a
they made
wise
Gears of
move.
War.
He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the
That was the most
25.
fun game.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this
They
again.
made
And
the
that
biggest
interception
game
that
ever.
ended their previous drive likely also
Who would've
ended any
knew?
shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete,
they just said
you
they
want
just
to try and
wanna
end on
make
a strong.
something.
Absolutely.
PUBG.
He rifles one that's
It's a
intercepted.
battle royale.
Picked off at the 45. And one
Well, remember the
return
regular
as he
games
brings
to
us
save the
all
world.
way back to the
That was the original
25-yard
game, remember?
line.
And they
The
saw
Broncos
PUBG to hype,
offense
so
now
they just
gets
made
ready to
one
head
for
back
fun, they
onto the
said.
field. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're
I
complaining
kind of like,
much.
I want to make
Especially
more
with the
game.
field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because
No, I
now
wanna be like,
you have an opportunity to make a big play.
And he is into the end zone.
You know how
for
some
a
people-
Denver touchdown.
Like, they make their own games from their computer.
So
Like, they
another
know people and they help
score
them
there.
make a
Often
game.
you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep. in
You know,
this
like
one.
Gary's
It
mod.
certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to
You know those
negotiate a
free
new
games, right,
contract
on
off of
the
this win.
marketplace,
They are
the
looking
indie games?
strong here in the 4th quarter.
Not indie, the Creators Collection.
kickoff
If you
unit
go
is
to
out
that
on
on
the
the
field, and
marketplace,
they
they
will
have a lot of
send
free
this one
games
away.
people made. I played SpongeBob
This will be
Zombies,
taken in the
Nazi
back of the
Zombies
end
one.
zone. And from back there, a
Wasn't
wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out
No,
to the
just
25.
go, okay, so if you click the middle button and
field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do.
Wait, I have it downloaded.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
It's an at sign.
On the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And it's a short one here, complete to his
No,
tight
put
end.
the Nightmares
And they'll take him
at
down at the
the
31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And a big collision there. As he winds up flat on his back. The Chargers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Hot. Hot.
Throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36.
Intercepted.
Facing the deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock.
No, I
they
can
know
just
the
keep
lead
looking
that
to
they
the
have,
game.
and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time. Ever seen.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Time for a break.
Yeah.
Back to
Nightmares.
finish it off.
Yes.
Sports after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they got it here. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of
It's
suggestion.
in
'Cause
already.
I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team
it should be like a black background with the Crystal Cap thing. Sign.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. In the 4th quarter with that Devils football, unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might run the football and try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. The Seahawks have scored in that one, and they retake the lead. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.